This podcast is supported by Lovehoney.
And you know, when I think of Lovehoney, I think of being wet and I think of being lubed up and I think of something tasty.
Oh, stay tuned.
Stay tuned to listen to our favourites.
I'm getting a little bit wet now.
We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we record this podcast, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We pay respect to elders past, present and emerging.
Fuck parental guidance. This shit is MA 15 plus.
And it's with Maggie and Alex.
Hi guys.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good because I was just stalking Gerard Butler on Instagram, photos of him.
Because you're lying.
I don't know. I went down a Gerard Butler rabbit hole and I'm like, I'm not salty about it. I'm not salty. He is, I reckon Brad would even find him attractive. I really do. Brad actually kind of reminds me of him, if I'm honest.
No, Brad.
I'm sorry, he does. Let me have it. Alex.
Sorry, you are in another dimension if you think Brad and Gerard Butler are anywhere near.
They've got short hair.
No, Gerard Butler doesn't have short hair.
He does.
He usually has long hair. Trust me. If you were really in the hole that you say you were in.
I would let Gerard hole be in any hole. He's hot. You can't deny that.
Gerard Butler and Scarlett Johansson are my hall passes. So if I ever meet Gerard Butler or Scarlett Johansson, I can fuck them. And I will.
Bucket list. Is it an actual hall pass? Do you think that Carson would mind?
I think he would very much mind if it was Gerard. If it was Scarlett, he'd be like, go, babe. I'll be there in the corner. They're going to yanking his fucking chain. But with Gerard, I think he would be a little bit threatened.
It's just like him in Sparta when what's that line he says?
This is Sparta! And he
yes, and there's even like a bit of spit flying around.
No, the scene where he's fucking his Greek goddess of a wife.
That's a good movie, 300.
Oh,
I rate that. I rate that hard.
So sexy. Oh my God, he's heaven. I love him. A little bit moist. A little bit moisty. I'm moist all the time because I'm pregnant. So.
Oh, pregnancy wop.
I'm always
wet ass pregnancy pussy.
Yes, it seriously is a thing. On my way here, speaking of wet pussies.
On my way here, okay.
On my way here, you know, I don't live here anymore. I live 3.5 hours away.
And we're in Melbourne.
We're in Melbourne.
And you come in your big car.
My tractor.
Vroom, 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 vroom. It's a huge car. I wouldn't be able to park that car. I wouldn't be able to drive it.
And I've come from my sister's place in Brunswick. So I'm in that area of the world. Would not think that I would run into any ghost of my past. Anyway, pull up at the lights and there's this guy in this brand new Mercedes looking at me and I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? But he's looking at me in a way like he's trying to figure out who I am. And I'm like, why is he looking at me like that? He winds down his window and I'm like, oh, is my petrol cap open? Is something...
Stop for a sec. Can we still say winds down his window when really it's just like a... He presses down his window. It doesn't have the same vibe.
Yeah, he doesn't wind it down, does he?
No. Not in a Mercedes.
No.
Not in a Mercedes.
And definitely not in this Mercedes that he was driving.
So anyway,
and he's got sunglasses on. Don't know why it's raining. Weird. Also. Anyway, he's got sunglasses on and I'm looking over, so I've as well. And I'm looking at him like,
who the fuck are you? What's your issue?
And what's wrong with my car?
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought maybe he's seen something on my car. And he's flipped down his glasses and he goes, Alex, I won't say his real name, John. And it was a guy that I had been religiously fucking for 6 months. but like he was like,
Did you remember who it was?
not straight away. Like I just kind of had like a bit of a
Blank.
yeah. And you know, he's hot. He is a snack, but he's a grade A flog.
Oh.
So like I could get past the
Gerard Butler hot?
Oh, yeah, I'll have to show you a photo. Can I pull one up? I'll pull one up while we're talking.
Gerard, if we say Gerard Butler / looks like Brad is a 10.
Well, he's fair like Brad because Brad's like quite blonde, isn't he? He's not dark. Is Brad dark? He's not dark.
Dirty
though.
blonde?
Anyway, so I used to religiously fuck this guy. He was really, really hot, but he was a flog. So I could get past the flogginess for like a decent fuck because he was pretty good.
Yeah, because we can fuck flogs. We just can't date them.
Correct. Correct. So I'm trying to find it. Oh, I found him. Oh, so cool.
Okay, I'll give you.
Look at another photo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is like if Gerard Butler / Brad's a 10, he's like a 4.
That's a 4. That surprises me.
No, I'm sorry. There's nothing about that I find Gerard Butler-ish.
Maybe it's his personality.
Well, he's a flog, so.
But like the charisma and the.
Oh, okay. I like the chiseled jaw.
What about the rig? Are we looking at the body at all? Is there any body shots there?
I'm trying. He's in a lot of like winter.
Oh yeah, because I think he like moved and then he's come back.
Oh no, we're in Italy now.
Yeah, because he's got. Well, I'm pretty sure he's got an Italian partner now too.
Yeah. Okay. Look, instead of a 4, I'd give a solid 6.5.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, 23-year-old me was into it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And anyway, so so I realize who he is.
Yeah.
And I almost said his real name, John. Hi. And he's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, like we're at a light, so we have to be quick with the chat. And he's like, where are all your kids? And I was like,
that's flog behaviour.
Flog.
Fuck you, John.
I am more than my children. I'm actually here on business, if you might know. Where are all your kids? It was a bit icky for me.
No, that's not even just a bit icky. That's like massive flog behaviour.
That was a fucking ick. Not to mention that after he made that comment, I was processing it and then the light went green. And he's like, great to see ya. Goes off in his fucking Mercedes. And then I'm in my tractor.
There's just so many layers of that.
And it looks like I would have, lots of kids in my tractor. But they weren't there. Thank you, John.
Because you're more than your kids and you're allowed to actually be out without your children.
But like, what do you think that means?
That to me is
what
just...
does that say to you? Like when someone who you obviously slept with back when you were younger and then, you're at a different stage of your life, you've now had children and this fucking flog, where are all your kids? What the fuck does that say to you?
It tells me that he's still mentally 23. Maybe he's got a rig of like a 40-year-old, but that brain, John, it's a little underdeveloped.
Yeah. Oh, it fucking icked me anyway.
Fuck you, John.
Fuck you, John.
I think we need a pregnancy update. How's it going? What's happening? What's new?
Pregnancy is a wild ride.
Yeah.
I am finally at the stage where I don't have, that yucky nausea and vomiting and things like that. I'm not as fatigued, which is fucking fantastic. But pregnancy dreams.
I've heard things about pregnancy dreams.
Did you have pregnancy dreams?
No.
So I did like a story on Instagram talking about them, and people either had like insane pregnancy wet dreams, like crazy sex pregnancy dreams, and usually they were with like ex-partners. Like they'd have dreams about their exes. Oh. My dreams are very vivid, very real, and just so fucked up, and I think there's a lot to unpack.
Very sexual?
No.
No? Okay.
I have a reoccurring dream. And Carson's ex-girlfriends, if you're listening to this, it's nothing personal. So
I'm worried. I don't know what I'm about to hear. Like what?
I have this dream that I keep having that Carson hasn't come home. I have Max and I have my newborn baby, and they're sharing a nursery. I put them to bed and I hear someone trying to get into the nursery. And it's Carson's 2 ex-girlfriends stealing my children, and Carson is in the getaway car. Is that not the most fucked up dream? And so what happens is like there's like different variations of it, but they're all like the dream, the common denominator is they're trying to take my children from me with Carson.
That's dark and deep and like.
Oh, there's issues.
Oh.
I got issues.
Do you think it's rooted in something?
I don't know.
Or is it just your mind being like, fa la 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 la?
Well, because I don't think about it like the next day. I'm not like deep in thought as to like, I'm more like, well, I didn't sleep last night and I tossed and turned because I'm having these fucked up dreams. Really, really fucked up. But so like.
That sounds like a movie that would be on SBS. It sounds like an SBS movie.
Yes. So what happens is it's like different variants of the same dream. The common denominator is his ex-girlfriends are trying to take Max and my newborn away from me.
That makes me anxious. Even hearing that dream makes me anxious.
And so like the dream is like I hear them rustling around in the nursery but I can't get in, but I can hear their voices and I know it's them. But for some reason the door won't open. And then I hear the window shut down, so they've taken the children out of the window, and then I can hear them leave the house and I hear the car running out the front. And where we live is like a big long driveway. And I'm running up this long driveway, and the last thing I usually see is Carson out the window looking back at me with the girls getting in the car with the kids and driving off.
Oh.
The other one is Carson comes to me with one of his ex-girlfriends and says, you need to now give us the baby, because that was always our plan. Like we weren't actually separated, but we couldn't have kids. So you have to now give us the baby.
That is definitely an SBS movie.
What is going on?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Carson's like, you're very insecure in your dreams. I'm like, thanks.
Carson, no, let's not respond.
Thank you. That doesn't help.
So there's women out there, pregnant women out there having like wet dreams, and you're just like
horror. I'm having nightmares. I think I've had a few wet dreams.
Have you ever had a dream where Carson does something in your dream that upsets you, and then you wake up and you're annoyed at him for it? Because I do that sometimes with Brad, and I know I'm being ridiculous because he's not done anything, but in my dream he's like cheated on me with a friend of mine.
Yes, I haven't had it with Carson, but I've had dreams like that. But I haven't had one of those with Carson.
It's just really hard to like, it's not true, but at the same time you felt all those feelings and then you take it out on that person. Now I'm saying it's not a positive, but
but why? I feel like I want to talk to someone about dreams and why we dream why we dream certain dreams. Like, is that like, do I have a subconscious, like, do I have this deep-seated insecurity that like Carson's ex-girlfriend's going to come for my children? But like not for my children, but maybe for like my life that I love?
Well, are these the ex-girlfriends that he's been in love with?
Yeah. Oh, no. So one is the one that he had a very significant relationship with.
Yeah.
And the other one was the girl before me that he ghosted me for, and it was literally a 4-month kind of fling, but he still ghosted me for her. Do you know what I mean?
I think if we unpack this, it could possibly be rooted in...
Maybe I need to talk to my therapist.
Yeah, we'll write that one down. I've actually got a notes app that I write things down when I know I'm like, I need to bring this up in therapy. Maybe pop that in your notes, babe.
Maybe I'll hit up Gwen. And I don't know if I'll give you the update because I might be ashamed.
In my hands, I have all different tasty lubes, and you are going to try and guess what they are. So you are about to really know what Lovehoney tastes like. So open wide. Open wide.
Do you want me to be sexy?
No, just open. Oh. Do big so I don't miss.
Oh, I can go big.
Yeah, go big or go home. You want more? What does it taste like?
Caramel.
Anything else?
Coffee.
Oh! job.
I'm good at this.
You did. All right, we're going to go for another
Did you
one.
know that because my eyes are closed, my taste is now heightened?
Is that, do you get
when you lose a sense, the other senses get heightened?
But you know when you're pregnant and then you smell, your smell gets more, does your taste get more as well?
Well, I don't know, but I know that when you do sensory stuff with sex, that's it heightens the other senses.
All right,
but
open up, babes. Open up, number 2. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was a blob.
That was thick.
Sorry.
Oh, that's really thick. I've had one of those before.
What can you taste?
That's like a pina colada.
Bow, bow.
It's like coconut.
Oh, closed cookie dough.
Oh, that's not close.
I think it's good. Oh, it smells yummy. Oh, this I think is going to be my personal favourite. I'm really excited for this one. Oh, did you hear that? That's some ASMR right there.
Oh, that's mint.
Yes.
That's minty. Are you trying it too?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and it's a little bit of a tingle, like a mint tingle. Oh, yeah, that's, All right, last one. Let's see if you get this one. Open up. You should get this one. I can smell and know what this one is.
Strawberry.
Yes.
I'm ready to deep throat. I'm ready to get balls deep throat. I'm ready for a face fucking.
Yeah, wow.
With all the flavours.
I was scrolling Pinterest because that's what I do in my downtime. Pinterest is like my calm app.
Are you a Pinterest girl?
Yeah, I do.
I joined Pinterest when I was planning a wedding.
Oh, yeah, I have wedding
so
and baby and...
Yeah, so I was doing like a mood
and quotes
board thing for my wedding, but that's the only time I've ever had Pinterest.
I enjoy Pinterest. I don't pin a lot, but I just enjoy the scroll. Mindless scroll.
Great.
And I came across some quotes and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Right.
Thoughts on my...
On your reaction to these quotes. And these quotes are like, you would have heard them before.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so the first one. I am who I am, love me or leave me.
My mind goes straight to toxic.
Same.
It's quite...
I think that's a very childish quote.
But I think in our teens, we would have blasted that on our MySpace in our bio.
Oh, yeah.
As something we really stood for, we would have really believed in that.
I'm not going to change for anybody.
Yes, that whole thing.
And you shouldn't change for anybody, but you should change for yourself when you have
growth, baby.
Yeah.
Growth. Say it again. I just need to hear it again.
I am who I am, love me or leave me. Love me, baby, or leave me.
And I love that it's love me or leave me. There's no in between.
No, it's literally
it's either give me the highest of high of love me or that's it. There's no room in the middle there.
There's no room for movement and there's no room for us to work anything out because I am who I am and I'm not changing.
Stiff titties.
Yeah, toxic.
Yeah, I think that's...
Toxic basket.
Yeah.
All right, what about this one? We must always respect other people's opinions.
Respect. I don't know if respect is the right word for it.
If you're teaching Elijah, 12, is that something that you would instill in him? We need to be respectful of other people's opinions.
Look, I think, I don't think I would respect the opinion of someone being a white supremacist or a racist or... So no. I think that's also...
Me too.
I
think it's
also
toxic.
Wrong.
I also don't think everyone has the right to an opinion on everything. You can think it.
Yes.
And that's fine. But I don't think you have the right to an opinion on everything. I don't have the right to an opinion on what you do with your body.
Yeah, yeah. Because who are you to have that when that's not your... It's not your ish. That's not your...
No, and my opinions aren't based in fact. And I think that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. Your opinion is based on cultural...
beliefs.
Yeah, so many things, your own life experiences. Mm-hmm. But you don't...
You don't owe anyone the respect. Like, you don't need to respect everyone.
No, and we shouldn't have opinions on everything.
No.
Like if someone walks in and they're like a what's the dinosaur people that like, you know, like they.
A paleontologist.
Yeah, them.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Where did that come from?
Sorry.
I should be the pregnant one, the dinosaur people. But like,
I was like thinking of people like walking around like T-Rexes, like,
do people do that? Do people walk around as
I don't know. There's cosplay.
I mean, sure.
Like, there's Comic-Con.
But if I forgot, paleontologist asks me my opinion on the TXR bone of the 26 BC, I'm going to be like,
what the
I
fuck
don't.
do you know about
I know, I'm going to be like, I'm not,
I mean,
I don't have an
on the
opinion.
other hand, who knows, paleontologist. So, yeah. Maybe I could make comments.
Yeah, so I think reserving your opinion, and I also think respecting that you shouldn't have an opinion on everything is something that is kind of lost.
Yes. No, I agree. That was good.
So toxic. We must always respect other people's opinions.
No.
Okay. What about... And this is by Brené Brown. I love Brené Brown. We judge people in areas where we're vulnerable to shame.
Ooh. Can you say it again?
We judge people in areas where we're vulnerable to shame.
I would have to agree.
Me too.
With that very strongly.
Absolutely. Because when I was like, 18 to 21, really heavily dealing with body image issues, my judgment was always on what other people looked like, what other people were wearing.
And it was coming from a place
the shame
of
and vulnerability. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And you therefore then would project
massive
shame
projection.
Yes.
I think Brené hit it on the head there.
I was going to say that's, yeah.
And I also think it's true with that mother judgment that comes a lot.
Totally.
And I think that judgment comes from
a place of
vulnerability because we're all just trying to do the best we can.
Yes.
So,
and I feel like we're always comparing ourselves to other mothers and women and
the choices because there's so many different choices that families and mothers make.
Yes.
It feels like when someone's making a choice that is different from our own.
Should I be doing this?
Yeah, massive.
Am I making the right choices for me and my family, my children? But they're doing this. Should I be doing that?
Sorry. I was trying to hold that in.
I did so good keeping mine in, but it actually turned into vomit before, and none of you picked up on it that I actually vomited in my own mouth earlier. Actually, probably like 3 minutes ago.
Okay, so next quote.
I'm bloated and gassy and pregnant. You have no excuse.
The choice. No, I don't. Okay. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah, I think toxic.
Why?
Because, like, sure, we all have shortcomings. We all can have moments of weakness. We can all make mistakes. But it is up to us to grow as people. And if, we are at our worst, why should we expect other people to be the ones that are picking us up or making us feel better or, people don't have to stick around.
No, and I feel like that quote, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, is almost kind of like you owe me an unconditional love and all love. Yes. I really think that the relationships we have, it should be conditional.
They come with condition. Yeah.
Like, you can't hurt me. You can't gaslight me. You can't say that I'm always wrong. There needs to be some accountability. Like if you can't take accountability for your own miscomings, your own actions, that's an issue.
Like I can understand what, and this is Marilyn Monroe. I can understand what she was trying to, I feel like she was trying to say something else, like perhaps like love my flaws and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe it was coming from a place of like,
everyone has flaws.
Yeah, I'm not perfect. But love me for those two. But I feel like the way it was said probably didn't hit.
And I think also saying, you know, if you can't handle me at my worst.
Yeah, the word handle.
Yeah.
I don't like the word handle me. And then the deserve. You don't deserve me at my best. That. I mean, it was back in the 50s. Maybe the language was different then. We've come a long way. Still ways to go.
We've come a long way, but the quotes stay the same. Hot or toxic?
What have you got?
I saw, it was a video and the partners were getting their names tattooed.
Oh, like matching.
Yeah, not matching tattoos, their names. So like it would be like you getting Carson tattooed on your body and him getting Alex tattooed on his body. Like names.
It's a big no-no. I feel like
hot or toxic, you
bad,
think it's a bit.
It's bad juju. I feel like it's toxic, but for Valentine's Day, when Joel and I were together.
I love anything that starts with I think it's toxic, but
for Valentine's Day, and like granted, I think he was only like 23 years old. Very young.
Young love. Oh, to be young and in love.
Oh, to be young. He came home with Alexandra in big, bold, old English writing across his chest.
How big are we talking?
Fucking huge.
Like across the entire chest area.
Across his entire chest. So it was like Alexandra on one side and then Elijah was the other side. But the Alexandra is obviously longer and it's bigger and it was fucking there.
So Alexandra is taking up
his
quite a bit of space.
Yeah, he's started getting it removed. I don't know how far deep he is into it, but like you could imagine being like one of his previous partners or now his current partner.
Oh, like imagine just
that.
like writing someone and then seeing his ex-girlfriend's name.
Yeah, not
just
good.
on the chest.
It's not good, is it? It's not good. It's not discreet. Like it's not like an initial on your ass or like
matching tattoos. I think I more love because it's just like. Not even matching, but if there's some significance.
Some significance, and it's
but
not
the name. I think the name is like because you never know what is going to happen.
With my name on them, I just remembered.
Oh my gosh!
I dated a guy in America, and he actually proposed to me. We were engaged for all of maybe 2 months. I'm just dropping bombs.
What?
I've had 3. I've had 4 people propose to me. Anyway, that's another story. He proposed to me and on his ring finger, he got my initials on his ring finger.
I mean, I feel like initials aren't as bad as like.
My initials are very like, it's not just A-N.
Oh, yeah. You have like several.
He got all
He's got the alphabet.
Yeah, he has the entire alphabet around his ring finger.
Around his ring finger.
Well,
so
he
are you
had his hands covered in tats, so they kind of like blended in with his hand tats. But he also got my name or my initials tattooed on him.
Hang on, wait. So they've gotten your name tattooed on them. Have you ever gotten someone's name tattooed on you?
Neg.
Only Elijah's.
Only Elijah.
Kids is different.
Max.
Yeah. I think kids is fine.
My children, I do people, partners. No.
Not even like a
tribute.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my 2.
Like a baby daddy tribute kind of thing?
No, I got my 2 ladies when I was in my first female relationship.
Your 2 ladies' tattoos are beautiful.
Yeah, that was
They're really beautiful. It's like a very fine line tattoo of 2 women's bodies, but you can't see their heads.
No. So that was like, I got that tattoo like dedicated to my, I suppose, sexual awakening. But I was in a relationship at the time, but it wasn't really dedicated to her. It was kind of for me.
It was about you.
Yeah. But that was kind of the shape of her body. So, yeah.
Anyway, so it's a no. I don't know if it's toxic, but I think it's just, it's like, you know when people like as soon as you got the name on it.
Juju.
Yeah, I feel like the same.
I'm really scared of the bad juju. Although, if Brad came home.
Because he's tattoo free. Is Carson tattoo free?
He's got 1 tattoo.
Okay.
Or no, just 1. But if Brad came home.
Brad's a blank canvas. He's a beautiful.
And if he surprised you and he's like, I've just got a tattoo, and he takes off his shirt and it's just like Maggie on his pec, are you like, I'm ready to fuck you right now, or are you, what the fuck have you done?
I would be like, what? Like, what made you think? Like, because I think the thing that goes in my head is Brad can be an incredible gift giver, and then he can also really misfire.
Like miss the mark.
Miss the mark.
So
on
the tattoo
gifts.
would be missing
So
the mark.
I feel like it would be something that I would be like, there's the kettle incident of like 2012.
Did he buy you a kettle?
He bought me a kettle. I don't want to talk about it. That's a whole other.
I would love a kettle.
No,
like
I
a
didn't.
Good kettle.
No, do you want the story?
Yes.
Okay, so this is in I want to say 2012, but I think it's like before we were engaged.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to picture the scene. It's my birthday. We're not engaged yet. We've been together for a significant amount of time.
Do you live together?
We live together. We've bought a house together. We've moved into that house together. We're on the trajectory of
Trajectory.
whatever. Trajectory. Oh, well, we're on like the path. Okay.
That's easier.
We're on a path.
That's easier.
We're on a path. And I thought it was leading to a ring.
Oh,
Right? Because
and you got a fucking kettle.
Yeah, so just wait though. It gets worse. It's my birthday and my friends are there. And he goes, I want to give you my gift, but I want to give it to you in front of everybody. So I'm going into like
meltdown
sweats,
mode. You're like,
'cause,
oh
like,
my God, this is it.
Is my moment
This is it.
to shine. So he gets my friends kind of like in like a bubble around me. And he goes off to collect my gift. And he walks back with this
I'm also
beautiful...
picturing like 2012 Maggie.
Yeah. 2012 Maggie was nearly in tears of excitement and shaking from the sheer beauty of this moment that is to be.
And you've been waiting for. You have been waiting for this moment.
So he comes back with this big box and my mind goes, it's going to be one of those like unbox and then there's a little box and then the boxes get... So I'm romanticizing this moment.
Heavy romanticizing.
Yeah, I'm
too.
like, I'm all in. And he's got this beautiful smile on his face. And even to me, I can see little tears welling up in his eyes, which I look back on now and I think I made that up. But in my head, that's what I can see. And he delivers this box in front of me.
And in front of your friends.
And my friends, and I can't hear anything. There's silence. There's silence in the room. And he goes,
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, babe. And I'm like, yeah, happy birthday to me. And I open it. And I thought, oh, he's playing a joke. He's playing a joke because I start to see DeLonghi. And I'm like, oh, it's like, it's a funny joke. I open it and it's a fucking kettle. And everyone's looking at me and I'm looking at him and I'm like, you bought me a kettle? And he's like, yeah, it's for your tea. And I look at him and I go, Brad, I don't drink tea. You drink tea. And he goes, oh, well, still good to have a kettle. And that was my birthday.
Well, Polly put the fucking kettle on.
But my engagement story of how he proposed to me and the ring that he gave me is like blows the kettle story out of the water.
Oh,
like
it
he
is
did
the
so
best.
good. Like he upped his game. So
we
yeah.
still love Brad. He made up for it.
Yeah, he more than made up for it.
I would still love a fucking kettle, to be honest.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
You were warned. But thanks for listening to MA15 Plus.
Now you can send your burning questions to hello@ma15plus.au.
We want to hear from you, so please subscribe and leave a review wherever you listen to this podcast.
Maggie, did you know the longest relationship I have ever had is actually with Lovehoney?
I mean, no, but it makes sense to me.
Now, if you want to check out our spicy recommendations, please go to the show notes.
Yes, or any products that we have recommended, they will be at lovehoney.com.au/MA15PLUS. You can thank us later because you will be buzzing, you will be wet, it will be wild.
You'll just be a very, very, very happy person.
And happiness is what we're about.
And maybe you'll find a long-term relationship like me.